In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical.
Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing you an episode of Last Epoch. Now, the Rogue was launched or was released yesterday. I tried making a video then, didn't like the quality. There was an issue on my end. Tried to remake the video again this morning, found a new issue, audio pops. They were horrible. So I have completely redone my editing software, my recording software, and we will try to do a Rogue MarksMan run again. Maybe third time's the charm.
In the slums of Majelka, I survived by my skill and cunning, a rogue for hire. The wealthy of the city found me useful in making problems disappear. One job changed everything. A disguised Nagasa woman hired me for a hit on the vessel maiden Apophis. The day came. It was her first appearance to the public. My bow was ready. Apophis was in my sight, but just as I was about to loose the arrow, I realized that she was none other than the woman who hired me. Was this a trap? Some game among the priestesses? I wanted no part of it, so I fled. I now travel to Welvin, looking to put this kind of trouble behind me.
I'm wondering if we will ever get a conclusion to that storyline. Was there really some kind of flim-flam going on? Was it actually the person that hired them to actually kill them? Now, all the fireball things here, that's just a minor bug. You can easily get past that by just exiting and re-entering. And there we go. So the Rogue has a lot of cool abilities. This is a flurry strike.
I've never been this far from the
It's
slums.
3 strikes. The third one can be interrupted by moving. So strike 2, move. So you can actually play this way if you're trying to play a character that moves a lot. This enemy, every time I have come through this, and like I said, it's been 3 times now, has always dropped a short bow. I guess if you wanted to play a bow rogue, they wanted to give you the opportunity to get a bow as soon as possible. Oh, that looks nice. I always say, break the breakables. You never know what you're gonna get. The breakables are like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. I forget which is the correct thing. So fire damage, increased damage over time. Well, that's exactly the kind of rogue I'm playing. So my initial run, I started as a blade dancer. I didn't get past I think it was like level 8, just 2 episodes. And it was going just fine. The game was running just fine. And once again, the issues were my system. Either the audio software I was using, the fact I was using NDI, basically recording over a network, was causing an issue. The first time was visual, the second time was audio, and none of them were acceptable. So, but the game looks 1,000 times better. It's playing a lot better. Even if you're on older equipment, I've seen in the forums people have said that they haven't had any upgrades and the game's running a lot better. They did a good amount of optimizing, and they did a lot of work on the shadows. Now, I've had a major upgrade on my system since the last time I played. So, but I'm still playing at 60 frames per second because that's how I record at. And if I'm playing faster than I record, then you get kind of hitchy, where it kind of stutters a little bit. I hate that. So it's not the game's problem, it's my problem. Chance to bleed on hit, and this is the attack speed, physical resistance. I think that the bleed is something that I want. It meshes with what I've already got going on already. Sorry, the dog next door. No kidding, it's a dog in the game. But everybody, you always hear people doing recordings or videos or streaming complaining about, the dog next door. So, I, had to try. These the shurikens actually are a decent weapon, but one of my primary attacks is going to be the acid/poison fly. I've only been able to use it in its minor state, not fully upgraded with the oh nice, with the different notes that you can take for it, but I am definitely game to try. And this is what? Oh, critical shrine. Awesome. My shrine. With just about every strike is going to be a critical. Oh. Open this. Okay, that amulet's probably better. Oh, well, yeah. Keep that because it's small. Health per second is more important. Though I'd rather not take damage, but I know I'm going to. Shift. Now this is kind of like the step through shadows, rush forward maneuver. Best on this kind of a character to use to get distance from enemies that have got too close is a good use of that ability. Or if you want to cover short distances to save time. Yeah, having the stun is nice. Stop that bear in its tracks. Since the bear can do a lot of damage quickly, that's very important. Now you'll notice that the shurikens will kind of target, not 100%. The most it'll hit a single target is 2. So if you have 2 enemies on screen, all 3 will kind of fold in on each other to hit as many enemies as possible. Not the fastest, just wait. I get my next level. I get my poison vial. There we go. So that right there is what's going to be my primary attack. I'm going to go up steady hand for dexterity because dexterity directly affects the damage of my acid flask. Now it says acid flask, but it does poisoning. And what I want to go for is the poison pools, and I want toxic salvo, which allows me to get 3 flasks out every time. And then the one over here where it shreds their poison resistance is very important. It'll make poison that much more powerful. So we're going to start here. Corrosive makes it do more damage. Now, here is what is really fun about this. I am going to run around and collect the rest of the enemies on this map and show you the power of the poison flask or acid flask. Keep going toward areas I haven't been yet. Now, if I stop, I'm basically dead. Let's just be honest. There's a lot of enemies. Come on. Keep following. And my system's handling it like you know, champ. No problems whatsoever. All right, that's probably enough. Yeah, that's probably enough. Just run forward, dash forward if I want to. Throw out a few poison flasks, and it just starts clearing the enemies. The ones that are getting attacks on me are the ones that are distant attackers. The lightning and throwing rocks at me. But that's the power of that poison flask. It can do huge amounts of damage to large enemies. And it only gets better. This is the basic flask. Barely doing any kind of damage. Wait till I get the acid pools, which are the large pools of poison. I'm sending out 3 flasks at a time, which, granted, it takes more mana to do it, but the only problem is that they have like a delay. You fire it out and it's like there's a delay. It's a slow attack. There are ways to actually up the speed of that attack so that it's hitting almost instantly. Not almost, but it's about twice as fast as it is now. That's what I believe it'll get to. Like I said, I didn't get very far, unfortunately. They're also useful for breaking open things to see if there's anything worth looting. And since one of the first breakables we hit gave me a upgraded bow, I'm gonna break just about everything I can. Oh, hello. Hey. And you can see that that will stun as well. This one, 2 health on kill. Chance to bleed on hit. I think I'll go with... No, I'll stay with the bleed. The poison or the damage over time is too good. Health regen versus... Nah, like I said, I already switched. I'm not going to switch back. I'm liking... This helm's doing better for me. Eventually you can... Nice. Eventually you can get to the point where the shift that when you pass through is doing damage as well. You can have it throw out poison vials. It can throw out shurikens. Just gonna go ahead and take the quest. I don't read the stuff. Sorry. I wish they'd have full voice acting, maybe in the future. All right, I'm going to go this way. And because I've never seen the pools myself, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go tempered glass, which shreds their armor. Yeah, 100% chance per point. And it's 100. And it can stack too. So basically I lower their armor rating. I take away their armor. The same things you can do down here for doing the same thing to their poison, which is awesome. So yeah, poison pools is what we're going to go toward first. Yeah, I've got the quest. I'm on my way. Give me time, dude. I'm just going to shoot him at a distance. Take him out. Now, one of the things I wish that they would add, right now, if you get multiple crafting mats on the ground and they're near enough to each other, when you pick up one, you pick up them all. And I appreciate that. But I would like the ability to not have to click on it, and just once you get close enough, you automatically pick up crafting materials. This is to save a click, save time. It's a minor thing. It's just, you know, an annoyance thing, a quality of life thing. Like I said, I've already played through this area 3 times, even though it's much different and new from the way I played the game, or when I originally played the game a long time ago. It's much better now. So I already know where the enemies are going to be. And it's cheesy, but like I said, don't blame the game. I'm blaming my system and software. Bleed. Bleed, I say. Actually, if I want him to bleed, I should use the this attack right here. It does a huge, it pierces, and 30% chance to cause the enemy to bleed. That's a really nice ability, especially when you're taking like one-on-one. But look how much damage it's doing, and it gives a bleed, and it can pierce. When you have a haste shrine, so it increases your movement speed and your attack speed. Oh my god, this thing just shreds enemy. They don't stand a chance. I shall die, huh? You barely had a chance to say that and you were already dead. Nice little combo there. I shoot, throw it, and then shoot again, and usually things die. So I'm definitely enjoying the mage. You notice that when I do that shift, there's a black smoke from me, and also a red highlight to it. That's what I used as my inspiration for the thumbnail for this episode. There we go. Now this guy, he's an annoyance. You see, I just dodged that because my dodge is high. I can actually dodge his direct attacks, his AoE attacks. Keep them poisoned or acid covered. Hopefully. No, I think you're dead. Pretty easy to beat. Now, I've had the game crash on me twice when trying to enter this area over here. Okay, cool. Oh, no, it just did it again to me. All right, we're back. I don't know why it's doing that. I had what I did this time is I went ahead and closed the my recording software as well, OBS, because I'm wondering if oh man, okay, I'm wondering if that's what caused my big problem that I had the audio glitch, because I had the game crash. Nope, they tried to stop me. And so here's the power of the flask. It's just flipping awesome. And pierce shot as well. It makes it even better. Oh. Now the only good thing about that is I get a chance to come over here and kill these enemies again. And leveled up my flask. So now I'll be shredding armor. The next level I'll get the pulls final. I won't bore you by going all the way around that area where I don't need to. We'll just come back over toward the boss area. Let's see what happens. Usually it only happens the first time, and then the next time I'm able to complete the quest. Oh, I wonder if I can shift in there. Oh, it stopped me right at the barrier. So now I'm actually shredding their armor as well, which means the second one I throw out does extra damage. Now dodge a little more this time. Make sure that you're acided up. Oh, yep. So there's it's like a brown sweat coming off of him. I think that's the indication that he's been poisoned or covered in acid, or his armor shredded. Either way, he's dead. And while he's jumping in the air, you can still be doing damage to him too. All right, let's try this again.
Did Balthus send you? Ryu's forces are not finished with us. We don't have much time before
Take the shard. That opens up a rift in time. So if you guys didn't know, if you've never seen this game before, this game has time travel. And now I'm going to the future. The ruined future. Oh, spoiler alert. But yeah, it's a time travel, so. And time is a function in the game, which is really cool.
Far, but everything looks so different. Is there anyone here?
Bless Eterra's name.
This guy will help get you to the next area. Not that I really need his help, but, you know, make him feel better about himself. I'll let him come along. Ooh, Jade Amulet. Very good. Let's drop that. 10 health. Increased dodge rating, increased physical damage, fire resistance, and 18 health. 21% increased. I'm gonna keep the necklace I have, but I'm gonna hold on to that one to use a rune of shattering so I can try to get crafting match from it. Critical strike is really good, so I think I'll be going for a lot of damage over time with this character. That's my thought process, though. And, ooh, nice dodge rating on that. You 10% increased armor on a single item. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. So if my dodge doesn't work, I'll take a lot less damage. That works for me. Makes me happy. I would like to see like an attack where you jab them with an arrow or something as a melee attack if somebody gets too close.
Eterra, watch over you.
It's not an issue, but sometimes when they're standing too close like this, if that was the enemy, the arrow starts here, so it doesn't actually do damage to them. I ran into that once or twice when I had enemies that were basically like standing inside of me. Not too bad because I could do the shift, jump away, run away real quick, and then turn in an attack. But it is an issue occasionally. Oh, he took the guy out, the void out himself. Good job. Grabbing these items for either breaking in the future, almost shifted through, or selling just for gold. So right here, they're keeping them company, gatekeeping the attention of the enemy, and I can just slaughter them with my acid. Come on, one more level and I can finally see what acid pulls look like. I mean, I've seen the acid pulls on somebody else's video, but I've never got a chance to use an acid pull. Other than that, then I'm going to start putting dodge rating and guile, I think. Smoke bomb is not a bad ability. It's just not something that I use a lot. And the ones that I have, I kind of want to keep them on the hotbar. Maybe later on, I'll find a use for it and use it. Another barking dog. This time I won't make a dumb joke about the neighbor's dog, because it was obvious. Well, it's not that I won't make a dumb joke. I just decide not to make a dumb joke this time, at this moment. So you can use it as a movement ability to get around quickly. It's just the recharge on it's kind of slow. I'm hoping that later on there's a node you can take that will decrease the recharge on it so you can use it more often. I'll go around this way first. I won't pretend that I haven't been all the way through here. The first time though, it was pretty cool. I was like, oh, that's new. Oh, this is new. I hadn't seen this before because it was all new. Why don't you stop it? Stun chance. Instead of bleed, stun actually something I would go for. Let's store crafting materials. Dodge rating. 11 armor. Plus 20 dodge. I'll take that for now, since dodge is one of the directions I'm going. Sort. So glad they have a sort button. Ooh, critical strike shrine. Nice. Now the initial hit from the flask can crit, but not the poison itself. They at one time had damage over time could actually crit, and it turned out to be too powerful, so they had to nerf it, unfortunately. I'm not going to complain about it. It's just, it is what it is. I understand why, but when you could crit with a damage over time, like with poison or fire or something like that, it was pretty cool and way, way too overpowered. All right. I think run over and grab this quest guy, then we'll go over and go the back way real quick. Because I'm not going to skip the quest. Each quest is experience, which will give me higher levels, better skills, get lucky and get some good equipment that drops as well.
What brings you here?
I've cleared a path, get out of here. They never move if you come back before you leave. They don't actually move, but supposedly they will start leaving. I'm gonna step out. I hadn't come out here since the update. I wanted to see if there was an event up there, but there isn't. Checking for breakables. You never know. I didn't check everything when I was playing the last 2 times. So far, except for that crash, everything else, it seems to be doing good. But that's the 3rd time now that I've crashed over there, so. And it's consistent. It's just, you walk, and just as you pass the threshold, it's like an instant crash.
Easy. Too easy.
And you can hear the game in the background. The game's still running. It's just, your screen freezes. Resolution, frames per second settings, nothing that I've done has changed it from happening. I'll mention it to the developers in Discord after I get this video done. That's that 3rd time I'm trying to record this video, so. Oh, is that a different bow? No, just a standard Rangers. Oh, hello. Ignite on hit, increase stun chance. Yeah, I'll switch out. All right, so the low value large items that are taking up way too much room, I'm gonna get rid of. Crafting items. Oh, thorns, huh? 52 armor. I'm gonna keep the dodge rating. Sword items. And passive point. Guile. It's gonna start on a dodge, so I'm gonna get evasion. So I'm gonna be a evading, dodging character is my idea. And you can evade area of effect attack. So when there's spitting and it's splashing all over the place, I can dodge that. It's not happening a lot, but it does happen. Now I can use bigger weapons when I was doing the melee thing. The only problem with it is it's slow. So I was using a two-handed weapon to try it out with this character. And it was okay, it was just really slow. No, not what I want to play. And if you guys remember the Captain's Ring, this is where the Captain's Ring is at now. Oh, Haste Shrine. Thank you. It's one of the best shrine. Oh, it is the best shrine in my opinion. The best one I've seen so far. Let's drop that. Here's that Haste Shrine I was... Ooh. It spawned a twin form, but it was all white. That was weird. Not seen that before. Sword items. Okay. I used up most of my Haste Shrine. Got it for a few seconds more. But you see how powerful that attack is when you have the Haste Shrine on? Oof. Too cool. Yes, that's the noise I've been waiting for. Grab the brass amulet. It sells for 10, which is more than this spear here. Actually, more than this spear, too. But there might be stuff on there that I want, so. Alright. The one that made me happy. Poison pools. Okay, now that I have this, I'll put a point over here so I can start breaking down their poison resistance. And then I'll go up here for the triple salvo. So this is what... Oh, nice. Oh, is there a... Oh, there's a timer on it, so you can't throw it out as fast now. Okay, but see how much more powerful it is now? Yeah, I'm liking it. That's a good reason to have the triple. Look at that. But that's a good reason to have the salvo, the triple, so that you can toss it out there and have 3 times the size. But I dragged them around in a circle and they went right through the pool, and awesome. Really, really cool. Almost right. If you hit tab, you can bring up the like an overlay map of the area. It's nice, but it can be a little distracting too. Okay, yeah. That pull effect is really nice. If they had come further forward, they would have walked right into it. Now if I miss, but they're going to walk into it anyways, it's not as bad. So is that something spawning behind? Yes, it is. So with small enemies like that are coming in, I probably just want to toss it right on the ground and then just fight them and have them come at me, because they're going to be going through the pool and they're going to be taking damage. going to shift every chance I get. But there is a node with shift that when you shift, you throw out a vial. When you leave, when you enter the void as it is, and when you exit the void. Always pick up rings. Tiny. They, even without magic, they sell well. Very, very worth it. Hey, you don't want to move forward? I'll just bleed you with a piercing arrow. Doesn't bother me a bit. And here is where this skill is just going to come into its own. Look at that. Just the amount of damage, the amount of poison that I lay out. They're all confused. They can't attack correctly. Everything gets poisoned. Everything's going to die. I almost didn't have to attack. I was still going to attack, but I almost didn't have to. That's a waste now. When I was using it to check and see if there's a breakable and get it from a distance. Yeah, that's definitely a complete waste now. Stored items. Attunement, strength, dodge, movement. It's better than what I've got, so I'm just going to shift to it immediately. Store crafting items. Yep, just drop it right on top of them. Grab the magical amulet. Like I said, there might be an affix I want to attempt to get off, because it's not automatic. You don't automatically get them. But if it's like, if it's got 2 stacks of X and you hit it with a shard, you have a good chance of getting at least 1 sometime. New specialization skill. Go into that. Double check for extra points. I am going to hold this specialization skill until I can get to decoy. Decoy is going to be a saving grace for me. It is, it's basically you throw out a, a decoy. It's like a little, like a target dummy, but the target dummy has, it's got explosives in it. It taunts the enemy to get them to attack, and then explodes a few seconds later. And you can also add the ability for it to cause poison damage as well. Oh my god, the bleed and the poison and acid is just nasty.
I'll be right behind you.
Okay, so now we've reached the council chambers. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. But before I do, just a little note. See that rat? I know other games have done this. But when I walk on it, it squishes and the rat dies. That's pretty cool. All right, I've been Critical. This has been Last Epoch. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.